Todd Anderson, a promising prospect, just about ready to go. He brings a combination of talent, dedication, and heart to every game. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back here at Petco Park. And on the mound in this one, Todd Anderson. What do we have on him?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Little chopper rolls foul. Bogarts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Ball one to Bogarts.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Ground ball right side. Shanuel takes it to the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
O'Hearn working through some struggles lately. And there's a strike.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Machado tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Mike Fillmore. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it on his own. Out. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. We played an inning, no score. Back here in San Diego, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. Anderson back to work. And that's in there at the knees. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in for San Diego, A.K.A. Rosario. Anderson, 22 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2024. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Man at second.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Fastball is outside. Right through there for a strike. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Now it's the second baseman, Cody Clemens.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And that's downstairs and outside. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
The 1-2. Rolled to short, could be 2. To Kingery for 1. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games. Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And no one can get there. Clemens coming home. He'll score easily. So now the injury forcing a substitution at second base. Coming in as a pinch runner, Elias Diaz. Gabriel Arias, the next to hit. He's been a great free agent sign.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only 1 out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and Didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Runners at the corners here, one away. And now it's Hunter Bishop. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that's downstairs. Ball one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. In worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Pitch misses. Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. McKinstry tossed to second, and he'll hold on to it, so they get 1.
Well, he knew at least he had a chance to knock it down, but he doesn't panic as this ball trickles away a little bit, stays under control, and that's what big leaguers do. Never push the panic button. He completes the play. Excellent job right there.
Here comes X to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now fly ball to right center. And that is that. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 2 full. It's the Padres 3 and the Angels nothing. And we're back. And here is Ryan O'Hearn. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
No strikes.
And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. A.K.A. is his 3rd of the game. Manny Machado coming to the plate for the Padres after homering earlier in the game.
Yeah, and nobody has hit more home runs for the Padres franchise than Manny Machado.
You're right about that. It was just last year when Manny passed a member of San Diego's inaugural team from 1969, Nate Colbert, for the top spot. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Just misses with that one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Two.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Merrill stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw to first, in time, got him. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they lead it 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, and now the DH, A.K.A. Rosario.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. You know, the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
First pitch misses.
One.
Ripped on the ground to second. Kingery over to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Cody.
So digging in now for San Diego, Cody Clemens. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That one misses. Now 1-2. 1 out, bases empty. On the ground right side. Kingery over to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The catcher, number 17, Elias Diaz.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Elias Diaz. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that will drop foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And they'll do it again. Two now. And that one ripped into right. And that's a fair ball.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Next for the Padres, Gabriel Arias. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In the air to left center. McCarthy trying to get there. Makes the catch. And that is that. So one hit is all they get. We played 4. It's the Padres 3 and the Angels 2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Anderson back to work. That one catches the corner for a strike. Bishop goes 6 feet 3 inches, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. That's a little bit low. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So the lineup flips over. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Xander Bogaerts. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball 2. 2-0 to count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2
Bishop
balls,
aboard
1
here
strike.
at first with nobody out. On the ground to third, might be 2. To catering for 1. On to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So digging in, Ryan O'Hearn, 0 for 2 in this one. Lifted in the air, right center field. McCarthy sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 5 innings complete. It's the Padres 3 and the Angels 2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Stevenson.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Anderson gave him 5 solid innings on the mound in this start.
I bet he'll be nitpicking some of the moments from this start tomorrow, Boog, particularly after they lost the ball game. Some room for growth for sure.